do, I'm going to show you how to set up your chart from start to finish. Okay, let's put my blank template on. Okay, so that's my chart now. Let's make it a bit smaller. Okay, now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to look at the major turning points in the market. Okay, and that's what I'm going to use to draw my supply and demand zones. Okay, so I'm just going to get this, and this is where I can see the first bit of data from. Then I'm going to then move this down. Okay, and now all I'm doing is I'm just finding these turning points, because remember that this is on the monthly chart. Now, one thing I don't want to be doing is actually doing this every single day. No, I've seen traders out there who they draw in supply and demand zones on the daily and so on and so forth. I don't got time to be doing that. I want to pre-plan my trades like weeks, days in advance, you know, preempting where I think the market is going to go. No, I haven't got time to be putting on, and sometimes, because I strongly believe that at times what will happen, an individual will try and create a supply and demand zone. But the fact that we have already put our supply and demand zones on the chart, then we okay. You know, we haven't premeditated that. That's been on the chart. We have sorted, we have organized this, and it's there. Now, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the turning point. So the market goes up to this point. Let's show you here. The market moved from here, went up to there, pulled back to there, went up to there, pulled back to there, went up to there, pulled back to there, then pulled back up to this point. Now remember, guys, that this is the monthly now. The market went to there and then come back. This is a 480 pip move. Okay, so these are some massive moves I'm talking about. So I'm looking at these big major turning points on the monthly chart. Okay, so then the market moved on to here, pulls back to there. Okay, then the market then pulls down to there, all the way down to here. Okay, before the market then pulls back up to this point. Okay, before the market then moves back all the way down to here before turning around, and then moves sideways here, but then it pulls up to here, and then it sort of moves sideways, as I said, here within this region here, yeah, and then back up to this point. Okay, then the market then moves all the way down to here. Okay, and I'm looking for the major moves, guys, the major moves I'm looking for. Okay, then from here to there. Okay, then the market moves all the way down to here. Then the market then moves up to this point, and then the market then moves back to this point, and then the market then moves all the way up to here. Okay, then the market then moves back down to this zone, and then we've had a really good, nice move all the way up to here. Okay, then the market then moves down to this point, and then the market then moves up to this point. Remember, we're looking for these turning points, okay? It's a major turning points that we're looking for in the market, and that's the reason we're doing it on the monthly chart. Then the market then moves up to this point, okay? And then moves back to this point, okay? Then the market then moves all the way up to there, okay? Then the market then moves back all the way down to here, because it's sort of then move down to here, move back up to there, but the market then move all the way down to here, right? Then the market then move up to here, okay? Then the market then move up to here, then comes back to there. Then the market then moves all the way up to this zone before a big drop all the way down to here. Then the market then moves all the way up to here from here before then a big drop down to this point. And then the market then moves from here all the way up to here. Okay. And then a big massive drop. Yeah, in 2008 when we had the market crash here. And then the market then move all the way up to this zone. Okay, before then coming back down to this zone here. Okay, then the market then move from here all the way up to there. And then the market then moves down to here. Then the market then moves back up to here. Because all I'm looking at the turning point, guys. I'm looking at the turning points. Then the market then move all the way down to here. Then the market then moves all the way up to here. All the way up to there. Okay. This look at the market move down to there. So this one. Okay. Okay. Market then move down to here. Before then making a double top here. Okay. Then the market then move down to here. Then the market then moves back up to this level. Okay. Then the market then moves down to here. Then it then starts to move sideways for about 5-6 months between here and there, yeah? So the market then, it sort of move up to this point, because I need to take into account that, number of sideways sort of movement. Okay. So it move all the way up to there and then come back down to here before then moving back up to this zone. Okay. Before then moving all the way down to here and then moving back up to this zone. Okay. Then we'll move down to this zone and then we'll move up to this zone. And then the market decide that it's going to drop a nice big move all the way down to here before moving back up to there. Then the market then drop all the way down to here before pulling back up to there. Okay. And then dropping again. So it's always in a sideways market type there. Okay. Pulling back up to this zone. Then the market then moves down. But yet again, we can see these two movements there, yeah? Okay, we also, because we have already got this horizontal motion there, we know, we just want to make sure we secure this, sideways market for the couple of months that it was in. And then the market then move up to this level before pulling back down to here. And then moving back up again to this zone before then pulling back to this zone. And then it seems like now that, it's coming back down. But then it goes up to this point. So it's almost like this bit is a double top. So we've done this now. Okay, so I put all my turning points on the market. Okay, on this chart. See if it's okay. I probably need to make it a bit smaller then. Yeah, okay. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put my supply and demand zone. So I'm gonna start from left. Okay. 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 So what I'm doing now, I'm just putting all my supply and demand zones on the chart now. And I'm going to go in this order, the order in which I put them on. Okay. I think I'm missing one. I'm missing this one. So it's best if you go in, if you sort of track it like this, guys. So if you track it like this, then, if you're doing from left to right, you just track it up. That one is already touched up. That one is already touched. That one's already touched. This one really close to that one. Touch this one here. Okay, down, then up to this point here. So I've gone that one, then I've gone up to here. Then I come down to this point here. Okay, where was I? Then I come down to, then I went up to here. Then I move all the way down to here. Okay, so this is where I'm at now. I move all the way up to there. Come back down to here. Move all the way up to here. Yeah. Then after I come down to here, then I went back up to this point here. That's the highest point there. Then I came down all the way down to here. Then I pull back up to this zone here. Okay, hopefully I haven't missed any. Then I pull back down to here. Okay. So this is where I'm at now, bam. So, and then I'm up to here. Okay. So then I missed this bit here. Then I come all the way down to here. Pull back up to there. I'm still gonna put it anyway. Because remember guys, it's about being efficient. I haven't got time to be sitting around a chart and be looking at something that, all the people out there who are trading, they're actually, every time they go on the chart, they're using time and they're putting on the same lines that I'm putting on, that I already know. They're saying be careful of this point because the market has been there before. I'd rather see that on my chart rather than try to put it on the chart or try to sort of fake that it should be on the chart. Okay. Now, this one is really close, so I won't put one here. Pulls back down to here. Okay. And these zones where we've got these turning points, right? So I've got this here, pull back to there, pull back to there, pull up to there. Yeah. Got these zones. And I think I've roughly taken care of all the zones. Could put one here because if you look this here, that there, I've got these two here. Put it there. I think I've done. Have I missed anybody? Have I missed anything? Can you see any that I've missed? Okay. Right. I think I've done them all. Now, what we're gonna do next now, guys, we're gonna right click on the chart and we're gonna go into object list. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take off those trend lines because I don't want them on my chart. Okay. So I'm just gonna take them off now. So I'm showing you from start to finish, right, how we're doing this thing, how we're setting up our chart. Okay. So this is on my monthly. Some people might say, oh, this chart full horizontal lines, but guess what? I'll put them on the turning points in the market. And this is over what? This is from 1995 to 2016. Okay, so then I go to my daily. Okay, and then I put on my auto scroll there. Okay, where's my auto scroll? Okay, now, okay, so this is what I'm going to then do next. This is when I'm going to do my next movement using my trend lines. Okay, now I'm then going to do yet again the same thing, but on a smaller scale this time. Okay, because what I'm going to be looking for now is the cycle of the market. Yeah, and I'm looking for these turning points within the market. Okay. And I'm looking for at least, and it has to be more than a week really. So I'm looking for those cycles. You could also do this on the weekly if you want to. You can try it on the weekly and get back to me and tell me how you feel doing it on the weekly for the different turning points. But I've been used to doing it on the daily, but you could try it on the weekly and let me know. But remember guys, it's all of what I'm putting over here. I wouldn't do that bit. It's this side that I'm looking at. What's happening now? Because I've already got all this information here already, yeah? And if you notice here, You notice the market come to this zone, yeah. You notice the market goes to this zone, goes to this zone, yeah. And it's almost like a double top, but because we had these sort of intermittent move, we didn't spot that this could have been possible like a double top, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So we wouldn't have been doing this section. I'm only doing this because I just want to show you the whole process. But this is where I would have started really, from here, okay. But anyway, let me carry on. Just so you can see the cycles, how the market ebbs and flow, the turning of the market. Then guys, I'm going to tell you where I'm going to put my setup for this one. Where am I going to be looking for possible trade setup, right? Wow, this was just like a really impulsive move. Yeah. Okay, now. Okay, so let's see how this is going now, right? So this is what we've got now. So the market is making lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, yeah, lower highs, lower highs, right? But then the market then make this becomes my lowest low. What I would have expected is this. Let me tell you what I would have expected. Okay, let's use a different color. Okay, so I was expecting that the market, because the market, it's in going up, then turns direction, start going back down, yeah. No, what I was expecting, this is my lowest low, but it's almost like a little double bottom, but I'm not, let me make this also a bit bigger as well. Okay. So the market making lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, right? Then it comes to this point and I get like, pulls back up there, pulls back down, pulls back, this almost like, the market. So I'm not, sideways, not sure. But then this becomes like my lowest low. So what I was expecting is that the market now, if it's gonna go up, right, I've sort of like a double bottom, but I'm not gonna call it a double bottom. I'm not gonna call it up because this one is lower than that one. Remember my double bottom, I rather if it's sort of make up here. I would have also possible looking at this bit here would have been my double bottom, and then looking to buy going that way based on this engulfing candle here. So that's what I probably want to do. But this, remember, I said this would have been a reversal trade because we're seeing this market going down. Okay, so this is what I was expecting to happen. I was expecting this market to then break above. For example, this is my lower high, lower high. Well, these two didn't really, these two are together the same. So then my lower high, I want to see the market then breaks above here. Okay, so break up to that point. And then I want to see this market then do this. Then pull back here to this zone. And then I will then put my setup. So this is where I would have been looking to buy with the right signal. Okay, so that didn't happen. The market then breaks all the way above here, pull back to this zone. But if you notice, this zone has been strong in the past, right? If you notice, even here as well, see where the candles start to hang around there. So because that didn't happen now, this is what I'm expecting to happen now. I'm expecting the market to come to this zone and there. So then what I'm going to be looking for with the right signal at this point, then I'm looking to buy there. Yeah, because this bit here in the past has been a strong zone. Look what happens. Come back, breaks above this zone, pull back to this zone. What happens? The market then spring forth from there, breaks up to this zone, breaks down to this zone, pulls back. I would have looking to buy there, in terms of, well, it's more likely a sell trade, but what I'm talking about in terms of the zone itself. So this here would have been, the market goes up to this point. So let's start from over here again. So yet again, we've got the market is coming down. So we got like a double top there, market breaks down. Let's get off auto scroll. Okay. Now we've got the marks going up, pull back down to there, we get that one. We get an engulfing candle. Yeah, because that's one of the strategies that we use. It will not, it engulf the body just slightly though, but probably the same size. But anyway, the market propelled down. The market then breaks up, right? Pull down, we start making lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, right? Lower highs, right? But then what the market did, right? The market then, this was my lowest low. The market breaks up, pull back to this zone. Now, because the market then pulls back higher than the lowest low with an engulfing candle, then what we're going to be looking at is we're going to look for a buy at this zone based on our trading strategy, right? Okay. But some people, remember, as I said, this first buy here is more risky. So you could have probably a different trade size that you use now. Okay. Now the market then breaks above, because remember, these are our lower highs. So this is like my lowest high. But then the market breaks above my lowest high, pulls back to my lowest high. Then here is where I will be setting up, waiting for this trade. So I'll be looking for a trade there. Okay. And hopefully if I get in, leave my stop loss there, and let's see what happens to the trade. This would have happened. But anyway, the market then moves again. Okay, the market then moves, breaks, make higher high now, because now we're making higher low, higher low, higher low. Market breaks there. If I can get the right engulfing pin bar, inside bar, then I'm looking to buy there. Okay, so that's, then again, the market then breaks above here, pull back to this zone. Yeah, previous zone that we already established. We know about these zones long time ago. Yeah, the only thing now, guys, where I'm going to talk about how these zones can support us and help us is the fact that here, I know because this is as a likely zone, the market will stutter at this zone, because this now becomes like a supply zone. This now becomes our demand zone. Now, if this market has moved a big move like this, which is 122 pip, then I'm only looking at entering there a 59 pip or 182 pip to the next zone. And these zones would then be considered as supply zones. So, on a smaller engulfing candle of this one probably would give me a better risk reward. So I probably would be too scared to take this one. Yeah, because it's just too close to this line. Okay. Now this one probably better. This one would probably be, one that I could take. This one possibly, because I've got all this to run. Yeah, this one as well, all this to run. Yeah, but let's look at this one now. What has happened? The market is break up, pull back, break up again. But then I got an engulfing at this point. Okay, I'm saying double top because the market breaks down and pull back. Then I'm looking for a sell trade. Okay, but remember, this one is the risky one because the market is already in an uptrend. So you could then say, you know what, I'd rather to wait and for the market then to pull back at a zone. Now, this could be where the market breaks down, pull back to this level here, and then we're probably looking to sell. But as we said, they've got to look at a risk reward. Okay, but anyway, the market then breaks up, pull back way above this one yet again. So we probably would have taken this one here. Okay, so to engulf that candle there. But then we could also have something to keep out also a certain trade. Now this one here is 59 pips, right? Now a 59 pip engulfing is not any major move. So you could say if this engulfing is not over 70 pips, then I'm not going to take the trade. So that could then be one of your sort of rules or trade management that will also help you to negate a trade. Yeah. So anyway, we might have been stopped out on this one. But anyway, we come up again, break up this time, similar. But then it came and it makes a higher high than that one. Okay. So it's still because we're still making high, low, high. So it's still an uptrend. Market then break down again, pull back, but this time this high is lower than that high. Also, this looks like a pin bar, but that also engulfing. So then I could have entered on the trade for this part, looking at a target, well, 100 pips here, okay, but risking 131. So the risk reward, is it something that you would want to take? Not sure. Yeah, but then anyway, you decided, okay, I'll probably consider this trade. But anyway, the market then moves down, breaks up, and you're thinking, okay, right, this is now in a downtrend because we're now making lower highs. Market breaks up, pull back, got an engulfing there. Yeah, and because we got the engulfing there, then we're looking to sell there. Market then breaks down. But then if we look to sell here, then you're saying, you know what, this could have been a demand zone because the market probably will then go up at this point. Okay, so then the market then hits this, yeah, and then breaks all the way down. This is a nice movement down to this point. The market breaks down again, pull back. We've got another engulfing again. We sell it here again, and here we go again. Market then goes up, pulls back. Remember, this is one of our typical double bottom. Then I'm looking, because this engulfs that one, then I'm looking to buy here. Okay, but some people might not want to do that. Some might, say, look, I rather, then what happens? The market then breaks down. Okay, the market then breaks up. So this is what I'm looking for now. I'm looking for the market to break up to this point, pull back to this zone, and then buy here. But that didn't happen. The market just run. Okay. So then what I'm looking forward to now is for the market to then to give me some sort of signal at this zone. Okay. Does it make sense? Does it make sense, guys? Ray, does it make sense? Hello?
Yeah, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, what I've done as well, I've recorded it, so you'll be able to look at it a number of times. Tanique, does it make sense? Tanique?
But I guess I gotta watch the recordings
Okay.
again. Yeah, so I'm glad you have recorded it.
Yeah. So you'll be able to see
I
it
know
again.
that where the lower, I understand where the lower highs and when it breaks below,
Mm,
and where you're looking to put them on. I understand now where you draw the lines. I understand it better. I guess I'm gonna do that myself.
okay.
Like the white lines on your chart.
Yeah. But the way I've just done it in terms of finding these supply and demand zones, what do you think about
I
it
think I
compared
think
to?
I think that personally, I think that's better than where I used to do it or using the trend line and drawing the white lines.
Yeah.
I think in the zigzag is so much better.
Okay, because we can actually see the movement. Because sometimes when we look, because we're looking with the naked eye, sometimes we might say, this look like a movement. But then because we're physically moving it from there all the way up to there, then we move it back down, and we're doing it on the monthly. Now, what we could also do is this. We could basically say, okay, right, this is a chart where I want to put my turning points on. And then since I'm going to be trading on the daily chart, yeah. And then if you notice here, look at this. Look at this. Can you see how powerful? Look at this zone. Every time the market comes to this zone, what happens? Something happens. So what could also happen here? Look at this. We've got a double top on this one. Yeah. Tops and then move back up to there. And look what happened. We get a nice engulfing. Look at this big drop. You know. So, and also one of the recommendation is that if you're trading on the daily, yeah, you want to almost like create your signal on the weekly. If you're trading on the daily, you want to almost create your signal. Say if you're trading on the 4 hour chart, you want to create a signal from the daily. If you're trading on the 1 hour chart, you want to almost create a signal from the 4 hour chart. When I say 4 hour chart, I'm talking about this bit of it rather than anything else. Yeah, that part of it. Okay, because what we're trying to do is to create something that works and is consistent. I must say, however, I've been using the daily chart and the weekly chart and the monthly chart. I'm not sure about the hourly or the 4 hourly, but I suspect the strategy will work the same because we have got our supply and demand zones on the chart. Okay? And all we're doing now, say for example, on the 4 hour chart, okay? Now guys, don't forget now what we would do then as well, would save the template. So therefore, we don't have to do this ever again. Right click, go into this, save template, okay? And then we could say this is say AUD USD let me see um teaching, yeah? Okay, okay. Then I save that. So no matter what, I've got that, it's set, it's there, it's ready. You know, I don't have to worry about you know, setting up this chart for the next 6 to 10 months, I would say. Yeah. So all you're doing now is just focusing on your trade. Now these already set up, right? So this is I'm on my I've gone to, I'm you know, say for example, if I'm going to be trading on the 1 hour chart, right? That's where I'm going to be doing my trades. Then so what I do now, I go into this. Okay. Let's auto scroll. Where's auto scroll? Yeah. So that's where I'm at now. Okay. So I've looked at these movements. This is where I'm looking for my trade. See? And also if I get, you know, on this like an engulfing of say a certain amount, let's see what size engulfing this one is. You know, this is say a 29 pip engulfing. It's up to you though, because you've got to practice this, guys. Because I wouldn't say, I would say, you know, on a 1 hour, on a say a 4 hour chart, I would probably look and say probably about 3/4 of what I would recommend, which is I would say if it's anything less than 75 pips on the daily, then it's not a major enough move for me to sort of want to take that trade. Okay. But anyway, guys, you know, let's sort of call it almost a day now. But I'll take any questions. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any questions before we go tonight?
Marlon,
Yeah,
I sent through my homework. Did you
yeah.
receive it?
When did he send it?
Okay.
No, when did he send it?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, right. No. Do I need to get my belt out? Yeah. When did I say the homework was due?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's meant for Sunday. Sent it
Sunday.
late.
Okay, okay. So that's yeah. Because remember I said, you know, once I get back into the week, because it's easier. Because all the people who send me the homework on the Sunday, yeah, then I am sitting by my computer, sorting out my charts and everything. Then it's
Mm-hmm.
easy for me to then basically just answer all the homework and sort of. But then once I get into the week now, where I start with everything else, it's like you know, like Monday gone, I work from in the morning all the way till about 10:30. I finish, and that doesn't include me writing my lesson plans, you know, and you know, so um, you know, so basically, you know, what I'm saying, that if you really want to you know, for this thing to for me to be able to sort of respond to your homework, you know, just try and get it to me for next week. Okay, guys. Now your homework will be for me to do exactly what I've done today, along with refining, yeah, along with refining your trading plan, because that's what we're aiming for, a trading plan. Yeah. So we want to get that trading plan refined. Yeah. And also, I would like you to see if you could, you know, do this on. Can you do it on at least? Can you do it on at least for me? About say about 6 charts minimum, and just take and then basically and then just send me the link to the chart so I can have a look at them. And can you put them on the daily for me so I can look at the daily? I don't. So this is how you're gonna do it. So you go on to onto save picture, right? So if you go onto the daily, okay, and also can you put there for me as well on the charts that you've done for the next possible trade, where the next possible trade would be. So then I wanted to go into, you're gonna go into save, right? You're gonna save picture as, okay, and we're gonna, you know, we could either save the workspace. Then you click on save, okay, and then all you've got to do now to send this homework to me, okay, is then click on the link. Just click on the link in here, copy Control C, copy the link, and then drop it in an email, and I'll be able to see what you've done. And you can see I'm looking to buy there, I'm looking to buy there. Okay. So I would have gotten that. Yeah. So, and also an update of a trading plan. Because guys, I would love for you to get onto real accounts, start trading. But then, as I said, I wouldn't recommend that you start trading until I have given you the go ahead in terms of seeing that your trading plan and everything is in place. So therefore, we can, I can feel confident that you're ready. But I wouldn't recommend that you start trading real money without first having a 15-minute consultation with me, so I can check that you've got everything in place, especially money management, especially what your trades should look like, yeah, and so on. So, hopefully everybody can get that sorted for me. Have a good evening, everyone. I'll take a final 2 questions. Is there any questions there? Any questions? Any questions?
Yeah, Marlon.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the 17th,
Mhm.
how long will we be with you on the day?
You'll be with me for an hour, because really what I'll be
An
doing is,
hour.
because what I'll be doing, I'll be basically giving you all these charts that I've created. All I'll be giving you as well is, like, all the indicators that I'm using. So therefore, in the
Okay.
future, if you should ever look at my chart and see what I'm doing, basically you're gonna see that you know all indicators that I'm using, you will be getting all of those indicators, you'll be getting all the charts. Yeah. And then you can
Okay.
always adjust accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so as I said,
And the
so
sort of
for
time is
example,
again.
yeah, so like if you look at this, right, we've got the inside bar. Okay. We've got the inside bar there, we've got the pin bar, we've got the engulfing candle. Okay, we've got so it will help you to be consistent, when you've got the pin bar. Yeah. You've got let me see, we've got an engulfing candle there, engulfing candle there, engulfing candle there, and and so on. So it tells us, like, where these different points are. But I must
Okay.
say, I don't trade with these. I have got 2 different charts. I've got one where I put all my trading setup on. Okay. So I've got this one here. Now I put all my trading setup on this one where the zones are, but I open both charts at the same time. Okay. Okay. So what I've done is, on this chart, I've got all my, where am I going to buy, where am I going to sell, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
All right.
So that's what I do. So I've got that set up on one with no indicators at all, just my supply and demand zones. Yeah. And my moving averages. Right. So, and I don't even really use the moving average. I just probably just want to have a moving average on there. But that's what I've got there. And I then look to see, just for consistency, I go on to this one just to check for my engulfing, my pin bar, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So, and because I just want to say, okay, if I don't say the signal about a pin bar, then it's not a pin bar. But then if I get a pin bar, then I just accept that it's a pin bar, rather than me judging the pin bar itself. So I know I've got to see a pin bar in order to take that trade. So you'll be getting all of these things that I've got, every single bit of information that I've got on my computer. That's what I'll be giving you today. So all you've got to do is
Okay.
either bring your laptop or a memory stick, and we put it on. And I'm going to be showing you how to upload it to your computer, how to save it onto your computer, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Okay, guys. Now, without any further ado, have a really good week. Enjoy the rest of the week. Don't forget, big event tomorrow. The GBP interest rate. Great Britain, and with inflation increasing all the time, there's going to be pressure to increase interest rate. There's a 50-50 chance of interest rate increasing. However, if the market comes out on a dovish stance, then we might see the Great British Pound drop in. But remember, we don't trade the news. We trade what we can see on the chart. Yeah, okay. And sometimes all these events are already priced in. So what we do, we look at the chart, we look for these zones. Once we get the signal, then we take the trade. Have a good night, everyone, and God bless.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Marlon.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Marlon.
You're
Good
welcome.
night.
Yeah, bye-bye.